Today, just over 2 years after the end of the Battle of Aleppo, I found it hard to believe that I could actually visit the city as a tourist, albeit with a guide. Remember, this visit was a roller coaster, and it certainly started off on a high as I walked through the newer parts of town.
This is called malban, and apparently it's a traditional sweet. I think it contains walnuts inside, right? Walnuts. And grape.
Grapes outside. This is grape.
Okay. So this is, yes, walnuts and grape juice all around it. Looks kind of like jelly. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'll have one.
The gent selling the malban asked for a selfie, so that's what we did.
Shukran.
Turns out that walking down the street and eating a malban for the first time, not the best idea.
Sorry, that took a while. That's really good.
My tour of the city quickly took on a brief foodie angle as we stopped by one of Aleppo's older, traditional ice cream shops. Here, it's the owner who prepares your dessert right in front of you. It didn't look like anything I had tried before, so eventually I had to ask what it was.
What's the name of this dish? This dish is called hetaliye. It looks pretty full on. It's got ice cream, milk, and pistachio sprinkled on top. It's looking really good. What do you think, Bilal? We'll try. The technique is down and scoop out this little piece. Mmm, very good. Extremely sweet, just how I like it. Amazing, thank you so much. What's your name?
So it's my Anas.
Anas just made this ice cream for us.
As it turned out, Anas's father had owned the shop before him, a true family business. But we had to keep going, and walking down the streets of this part of town, I saw Syrian flags next to UN logos, next to damaged buildings, next to sparkling new ones, and among all of this, a shop selling a true Aleppo classic, something that tourists once used to buy here on their trips to the city.
This is the famous Aleppo soap made out of olive tree. This little sign here means that it's genuine, the 7 stars at the bottom.
The makers of the soap follow centuries-old traditional recipes.
Wow. This is probably the very first time in my life that the sound of drilling, and you can hear drilling pretty much all around the old souk and all around the old city, actually makes me happy. Clearly, there's construction going on right there. People are trying to rebuild the souk.
I think this is what it means to be human. To live, maybe to lose everything, but to pick ourselves up and start building again. Give new foundations to our lives, lay down the bricks of a new home. Whatever our political views, this urge to live in safety is something we all share. I think something we cannot be denied, something that nobody should take away from us. We live and we build, and we continue to live and continue to rebuild, no matter the damage.
So we just chanced upon this tiny little shop in a little nook right here in the heart of the destroyed old city, and I think we can find some really nice souvenirs here. The owner of the shop was just sitting here making some incredible copperware. He's actually sculpting in the metal himself, so let's go inside.
And here was a man, sitting among the ruin, creating art, making something so beautiful in the midst of profound devastation, and still smiling. As a human being, first and foremost, I cannot even begin to imagine how hard it must be to smile if you're that man. As a human being, I can't begin to imagine how hard it must be to see your home broken, shattered into a million pieces by forces bigger than you. But you know what? The ultimate human power is the power of hope. The power of that upward movement. The desire to build on. and live on.